So National Payments Corporation of India is actually a part of Reserve Bank of India. So this was set up under the National Payments and Strategy Act 2007, where RBI, that is our central bank, thought of having to advancement of technology, the new payments, the terminology, the new buzzwords around AI, real-time payments, interoperability. So this was a technology wing which was developed under the guidance and the regulations under the RBI. So NPCI was formed in 2008, and we started with an NFS, that's the National Financial Switch, which is basically nothing but the ATM and POS network, which we started working on it, and we built the interoperability on that network. And from that onwards, from a single rail to multi-rail rail, we again reinvested whatever the earning, because we are not for profit. So we reinvested whatever that we have earned into developing more futuristic solutions. So right now NPCI has more than 13 different types modes of payment products that we are running, including our own card schemes. So there were various initiatives which were taken in the recent years, right from the digital payment infrastructure for making real-time payment solutions. We also have a solution under the biometric digital ID. We are also catering into the healthcare. Now, most recent, we are actually working on ONDC, that is basically nothing but we are encouraging all the retailers to come on the platform, rather than having any dominance from the major players who actually dominate the e-commerce space. So these are the initiatives being taken, and they are built like as an India stack, and these are all built on open source, which is more beautiful about, because you're actually saving a lot of cost on the license softwares, which in turn, if it is turning to be an open source, you can actually pass on the same benefits to your consumers, so to bring up the economy of scale. So various initiatives have been taken on that, and we are taking this same infrastructure also globally now, because we have seen that past couple of years that we have gained a lot of advantage, and why not to share it with the world. So in Sanskrit, in India, we say that Vasudeva Kutumbakam is basically the whole world is a family. So you share things with family, and that's the intention that we are going ahead and taking into the globally. Absolutely, cybersecurity, of course, it comes at the very first thing also in our hand, because we handle the one of the largest payment ecosystem of the world. We are doing almost 6.7 billion financial transactions in a month, and then we are last year we were close to 49 billion financial transaction. We have been leading into the payments digital payment ecosystem. So definitely, that is at our prime concerns. We have our infrastructure set up such a way, and we have a specialized team who look into the information security, cyber security solutions. So we also compliant with the world's best the compliance requirements. So we do take that seriously, because a single transaction, when somebody has to send money, the trust has to be there, because we are connecting with the bank accounts, with the wallets or the fintech players, right? Those security has to be there in place. And of course, there are other initiatives wherein we are creating a lot of awareness about users. How do user actually, because we understand in the technology the human is the weakest link. So educating users how to operate, how to use, what things to be done, what is not to be done. For example, while making payment, you need to enter your PIN, because you're authorizing to debit your account. While receiving payment, you don't need to enter your PIN. So this is some basic awareness that we do, that to make users more aware about to be safe from the fraudulent activities. Well, if you look at my point of view, I don't see there is a difference, because it's when we talk about payments, it is basically it has to be like sending payment and receiving payments. So anywhere in the world that you go, yes, the contexts are maybe different, because geography are different. But if you look at the intercontinent as in Africa, it's 1.4 billion population, which is almost there as equal as in India. So what we are here to make Africa interoperable, the whole global, whole world interoperable. Plus our offerings are mainly into the central banks and into the countries to have and adopt a sovereign payment platform. So sovereignty, that is very top at our offering, and we want other countries to become independent, have a less dependency on the foreign players, and then you can actually run the entire payment ecosystem on your own. So that's our offering. Absolutely, no, we cannot discard that, because if you look at the payment ecosystem, where there are banks, there are fintechs, there are non-banks, there are big techs, and MNOs and mobile money as well. They could be this. They should be the part of the entire ecosystem. So we are not here to eradicate to anyone. The offering is basically we want to provide a unified payment platform, wherein it will work as a central switch, that you may call it, and then you connect all these players to single platform, so that they become interoperable. They work together rather than them creating their own world, and they work in silos, because when they actually come together and work together, they have access to entire population. No, definitely, this was very, very important, and I'm thankful that you guys sent out an invitation, and I'm being a part of this whole 2 days event. A lot of different perspective that we have learned, a lot of thought processes that we have seen, a lot of mental blockage. I'll put it this way, that need to widen their thought process, and a lot of things that also we learned about the demography, how things needs to be done, and how things should be taken ahead in future conversation. So, and definitely cybersecurity as a CyLab Africa, they are doing great job. I also had an opportunity to see a lot of good work during the exhibition and the poster show session that you had. So different perspective, different thoughtfuls, and that definitely that adds up to my car, the fuel. Then it also motivates me to do more. And as I said that I am from Africa for Africa, so that journey I am going to continue. Yes. For the cybersecurity, yes, guys should take it seriously. It's not something not that to be ignored, because the whole world is moving towards digital, and the criminals or the hackers, they are so 2 steps ahead. So the awareness, how you can safeguard yourself, technology is there, it is solving your problem, but of course you have to be cautious. So there are always 2 sides of the coin, and you need to choose wisely and protect yourself. So I'll say yes, take the awareness, know more about things that you're using and how you can be safe. So that's a primary concern. So every individual should be aware about what they are doing online, how they are transacting, what are the things that you need to take care of, and be safe, and enjoy the technology. That's all I will say right now.